Good morning, boys and girls. We are very far from the levels we'd normally be looking at on all instruments, but this Nasdaq has had, I should say, a nice little setup from the value low, which unfortunately happened around 6 p.m. So that is off the cards. But see that it came up 6 p.m. opened here, price came up previous week value low, and it was a pretty clean rejection from that. So we're off that right now, unfortunately, but it could be worth watching if it comes back. You can see all the yesterday's levels are all down towards here. So that's about what's that? 80, almost 90 points down from where we are now. You know, it's not unrealistic. We may come back down there, but that's where I'd be looking at setups is down towards that. So 90 points to the downside, or I might look at something if we go back up to value low, and that's about 45 points away from now. So not too unrealistic. ES, same kind of story. It's not as far away as NASDAQ, but you're looking at let's have a look. Looking at only a 10, 11 point drop from where we currently are. So that's not so bad. Not so bad at all. And then obviously we want oil and gold. Gold is way, way above its previous levels. Then the weekly levels are way up here. So gold's a no trade today, during the session at least. And oil is a no trade during this session. We're ages away from the oil levels as well. So oil and gold, writing those off. S&P and NASDAQ are the potentials here. So NASDAQ, if we go up to previous week value low, that could be good. And if we on ES, if we go back down towards the previous day levels, that will be another one I might look at. So that's the plan today. The ES is, I like what the ES is because of you've got previous day value high, previous week value low, kind of stacked together in this level. So I quite like that as a potential support level. NASDAQ, we really only got, like what we call C rank setups here, where if it touches value area low of the week, there's only a single confluence there. And if it comes down to this, you got previous day value high and previous day point of control pretty close together. So those could work as support, same as ES. But I like how ES is stacked with a weekly level, so that's pretty cool. So probably looking at ES if we get anything today. Otherwise, it'll just be a sit, wait, and watch and chat type of session. So let me get those all. We'll watch the ES for the session because it's the closest to a potential tradable level. So I'll be watching this. And yeah, if NASDAQ does happen to make any spikes upwards, then we'll switch over and watch that. My internet's frozen now, isn't it? We're there? Yep, we're there. Cool. Yeah, if we make any spikes to the upside, then we'll keep an eye on the NASDAQ here. So the play here will be looking at, first of all, looking at a repeat of what's happened here. Resistance, so shorting that back down. C rank setup, so low risk. If it breaks, just look at taking the opposite. So break through and then continue up. So yeah, pretty straightforward plan today. The red streak has been broken, thank goodness, from last week. So just got to continue that on and we'll be sitting pretty for the week, hopefully. Do you have a video that explains your volume indicator settings? Yes. Mid-low sports cards. Have a look on my channel, the volume profile playlist. There's one of the ones, it's one of the more recent ones that says it's got how to set up volume profile on TradingView. That one has all my settings. Can you go over how the volume should look overnight? What do you mean? What do you mean? In times like these, do you like to take value high or value low fades with just that as the confluence? Yeah, Tap, I like to take them, even regardless, I like to take what I call C rank setups. I still like to take them when they show up. And just going with smaller risk. Less reason for the trade means less risk on the trade, you know what I mean? Good morning, everybody. Good evening. Can I copy trade Lucid accounts using Tradeovate through TradingView? Not through TradingView, just through Tradeovate. Might just hit Dubai and forget about rap. French Montana. Didn't French Montana marry some Dubai princess? Deep Charts. Yeah, Deep Charts is a good platform. Is it UTC -4? What? Yeah, I mean, it's just New York time. Just as long as you're set to New York time. Whenever you reference something in trading, normally it's... The cat is going crazy. Whenever you reference something in trading on the charts and time zones, always good to just have it set to New York. Keep it universal. Do I live trade daily? Yes, sir. Well, yes, Monday night to Thursday night. Monday night to Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Am I copy trading now? Not at the moment. Do you have a live account as well? I have a live account with Take Profit Trader. I don't have one with Lucid yet. And I don't have one with Apex. But that's the 3 prop firms I trade with. No overnight session levels, asking because then the course we set up all for. Yes. Yeah, live free. Definitely still using the overnight session levels. You can see I have them roughly here on the chart. So you can see actually on NASDAQ here, it has been reacting. I try to keep my charts kind of clean. So I do reference them, but I find them more important in the New York AM session. So if I'm trading the Asian, the next overnight session, I try to just keep them off my chart as I don't plot them, but I do make note of where they are. You know, like I have this, here's the overnight profile from last night. And actually you can see on NASDAQ here at least, it reacting to that channel, which is pretty cool. Previous overnight value high, previous overnight point of control. Pretty clean reactions but in between that channel. Pretty nice. ES. Yeah, okay, ES not moving down anytime soon here. NASDAQ, so yeah, if we watch NASDAQ, if NASDAQ pumps up to a value area low, that's exactly where I'm looking. And there, you know, like we just mentioned, there's the overnight value high from yesterday. When trying to pass a 50K funded account, do you suggest trading micros, volume profile, and the levels are different between MGC and GC? Yeah. Mega trades. I don't like micros personally because I don't like the commission structure on them and scalping. And also the levels are different. Yeah, because the micro contract and the mini contract are traded by different participants. So you're going to have different volume levels. Which is fine. So you do want to plot out your micro levels. Man, my cat's going crazy. You do want to plot out the micro levels on the micro chart and use those because it's going to be a little different to the mini levels because different people are trading them. Man, that volume profile looks funky. What's going on? Negative volume? Nah, it's a glitch. Something going on with my profile tool. 1 second. 6 p.m. and what the? Yeah, so this is pretty close to some good levels on NASDAQ now. Yeah, seeing the overnight levels there as well is a slightly good confluence. Again, they're pretty old. Like we've already closed another auction in between, you know, now and those previous overnight levels. Still good to reference, but I give them a little less weight. Loves Caleb. What's up, Caleb? What's the same glitch for me? Looks the same. Yeah. Yeah, definitely a trading view glitch. Happens sometimes to me when the market's pretty thin, but yeah, we'll see. Gold, yeah, gold and oil. Just Gold and oil are just a write-off today, man. Look at that dump down on oil. What time was that? 4:19. Was that some tweet? That's when the market's pumped, isn't it? If we have a look on the indices. Yeah, 4:19. That's got to be some sort of tweet news, right? I haven't been keeping up with the news today, but that looks like yesterday's spike as well from 7:20. 7:20 at that same thing. There it is, 7:20. Or 7 o'clock, boom, big rocket ship up. Same today. Not as big, very, very small in comparison, but that's still a decent 300 points. So gold pumped, oil dropped. Right, ES and NQ pumped. Micros work well using this strat. I made 2K last night and 5 trades on a 50. Nice. Yeah, I'm not a fan of micros, but a lot of people use them, obviously. I wanted to know if you still use previous days overnight volume. We need like a bot to answer the same questions every day. I will answer it one more time, but yes, I still use overnight levels, absolutely. Trump is lying. He said he is doing negotiation, but Iran is denying it. Okay. Nice trend past your 50K Lucid eval. Congratulations. Would you ever record a day in the life? It's hard to find real traders, so it'll be nice to see what you do. Hey, Tab. I mean, my day in the life would be extremely boring. I'll give you a little idea. I woke up about an hour ago, right? Hour and a half ago. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I roll downstairs here. Quickly make an iced coffee. Stream/trade. Immediately after that, hit the gym. About an hour. And then come home and just spend time with the wife most of the day. You know, today I think we're building a a Goonies Lego set and some other things. You know, we're big kids, man. We have no kids, right? So we do kid stuff, big kid stuff, and probably watch some Will Trent on Disney Plus. I don't know. That wouldn't make a very interesting YouTube episode, you know. Is a previous session profile. If the previous session profile is a D shape, should you keep that in mind and avoid breakouts until we're out of that D? Yeah. Oh, Moscow. Yeah, it is something. It's definitely something you can look at, right? If your previous session is a D shape, all I like to do is it kind of gives you extra confidence to fade the value high and value low if you reach it. So say if, like an example here, just imagine yesterday was totally D-shaped, right? Then when you extend the previous day value high and value low out into the next session, it just gives more confidence to fade the value high and value low because the market found a balance range and there's no sense trying to play the breakout until it actually happens. So you just keep fading the value highs and value lows with more confidence than usual when the previous session was a D shape. Man, look at that volume profile. What's going on? This is some terrible trading view glitch right now. Look at this. Negative volume. Large negative volume. That's not real. Not real at all. Let's just fiddle around with this for a second. Oops. Yeah, that's glitched. That is buggy. Where do I live? 9 a.m. is wild. It's 4 p.m. in Cali. I live in Australia. Queensland. My profiles are off compared to his. What is his times for that? 9:30 to 3:59 p.m. Wow, nice, George. Since I have been using your volume profile strategy, I have been never been so consistent and have been funded 3 times in 2 weeks for a total of 8 accounts. Never been funded before. Congratulations, man. Awesome. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear, dude. Yeah, it's a nice change from the usual YouTube stuff you see, man. The volume profile strategy is just simple, data backed, and it's yeah, it's I don't want to say surprisingly, shockingly easy, but it's a lot easier than a lot of retail traders are trying to do, over reading every candlestick and everything. I think that's one of the main things, is it just removes hesitation, removes lack of confidence, and when you actually start executing on something that has a decent bit of an edge, um, yeah, the results, of course, speak for themselves. It's not that easy always, but it's a lot better than what a lot of retail traders are learning. So glad to hear, man. Did you not recently move to New Zealand? No, recently moved from New Zealand. I grew up in New Zealand, but I recently moved from New Zealand. Do I trade Asia only? Yeah, Asia's my main session. I'll also trade London. And you know what? I'll also trade New York sometimes. New York for me is about midnight. So if I'm up that late, yeah, maybe I'll have a look. But London and Asia are my sessions. Green every day for the whole month. Nice, Derpy. Yeah, man, it's a nice way to trade. Rockman, please show your favorite trade setup. Yeah, easy, man. I will show you. This is any market condition, Rockman. My favorite trade setup is the same in any market condition. My favorite trade setup is where, if you have, whether it's a weekly level, a daily level, any of these previous day levels or previous week levels. So imagine this. Imagine if the market came up to the previous week value area low, it came up to here, and then on the developing profile, so this profile here, we saw a high volume node build, right, like a strong high volume node building right here on the profile, right next to a right on value level like this. That's not yet my favorite setup, but seeing that high volume node build and then price break through that level. So it's built the high volume node right on or adjacent to a value level, break through, and then when it pulls back and retest that high volume node and that value level, that's my favorite setup. And that's my highest win rate setup. I always go in full risk on those setups because they are my most confident, most data backed trade setup, is where high volume node builds, it breaks, retests on that node and continues. That's what I call a reinforced level break and retest. I'll always go in full risk on those trades, even if it's only a 2 confluence trade. I'll still go in with 100% of my risk on that. Wait, what? That can't be right. That can't be right. Why is everything looking a little bit wrong? And is trading you glitching? That's not 372 ticks. I mean 3,000 ticks. There's no way that's 3,000 ticks. Wait a second. Wait a second. Man, is anyone else's trading view being very glitchy right now. This looks very wrong. Very, very wrong. What? I don't know, man. Why does it look so wrong? Yeah, like the points and all the ticks, and I can't even measure the ticks properly. It's all, that is not, so if I measure from value low down to here, that's not 2,000 ticks, right? It's 20 points. And the profile's all wacky. Maybe I have to restart my trading view. I don't want to just yet though, because I might go for the C rank setup here. If we push up to value low, I want to get a little C rank. I think we're at overnight value high now. Yeah, overnight value high. Yesterday's overnight. Turn it off and turn it back on always works. Yeah. This thing is you know, I'm gonna risk closing it and then opening it again. 1 second. Let's go. Oh, I'm upside down. Let me just fix my trading view and we'll get right back to it. Hold on a second. I'm upside down. There we are. Okay. Let me restart my trading view. There we go. Okay, hopefully that fixed it. Nope, that did not fix it. I think trading view is just a bit busted today. Whoops. Okay, I'm trading. Yeah. Yeah, what the? Took the trade when the market opened for 90 ticks down, 450 secured. Yes, sir. T-Dogs Malone, what's up? Yes, down under. Do you mark your profile in NQ or MNQ? Does NQ sometimes show weird values? Always NQ. Best broker to trade your own money. Name's Ryan. I like AMP Futures, not affiliated with them, but I like the AMP Futures. Why did you leave New Zealand? I'm an American looking for places to retire. Jobby Door. Dude, if you're looking to retire, New Zealand's a good place to retire. I left New Zealand because there was not enough going on, and I was just saying to my mate the other day, it's very quick to feel like a big fish in a small pond. But if you're looking to retire, New Zealand's beautiful. I mean, I'll probably go back and retire in New Zealand when that day comes. But yeah, New Zealand's a pretty chilled out place. If you're going to retire, there's really not much to complain about in New Zealand. It's a good place. If you are looking to start your career or build a business, though, New Zealand's probably not the best place to be. But yeah, retirement, absolutely. Especially if you go South Island and go to like Queenstown, Wanaka. Man, it's really, really a good place to settle down. Chris, I'll move there from NZ2. I'm in Queensland. Yeah, my volume profile and the trading view, everything is whacked out right now. That's all right. That's all right. The trades I'm looking to take today are just off the previous day levels anyway, so we should be all right. But it's a bit funky. I'm gonna go C rank setup here. One contract, very small risk. I can't really measure the risk here because of the P&L tool, but I can see that's what 2, 4, 50. What, 20 points? No, 25 points. 25 points. Yeah, it's all funky. Just the same thing, going to a little fade off the value low of the previous week. Same thing that happened off the open. Single confluence trade if it gets tagged in. It's the only thing I can see for a setup so far. ES has nothing above. All the setups for ES are below. Gold, crude oil, absolutely nothing to trade at the moment. So, yep, NASDAQ it is. Let's see if this goes in. Going for base hits only. Build the account back up and then get back to holding more positional stuff. But if this tags in, I want to look at... You got overnight high right here, but I'll ignore that because it's an older level. It's still good to reference, but if I get tagged in here, I don't mind trying to hold through that. I'll hold back towards developing POC, but I hope this profile is actually accurate. Yeah. Quick 3K points, I know. It's all whacked. Black caps are all blacks. To be completely honest, I know nothing about either of them. Like I said, I'm a blasphemous Kiwi when it comes to sports. I have no idea. No idea. Okay, this hasn't quite made it to the value area low of last week. Pretty close. We got the Tokyo Open in 30 minutes, so don't expect too much before then. Maybe enough for a quick scalp. 25 points. I forget 25. Wait, 1 second. 25 times 4. 100. Yeah, 100 days. Okay, that's still good. My measurement tool, without my measurement tool, I'm feeling kind of just redacted here. 25 points. Yeah, 25 points is what I need. 100 ticks. Yeah, looking about 100 tick scalps for my base hits on NQ at the moment. How's the gym gains going while we wait? Hey, man, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I am 1 month into testosterone replacement therapy. And the shoulders and traps are blowing up, my dudes. Let me just crop my dick out of this picture so I don't. Yeah. Yeah, man, it's pretty good. It's my T levels are pretty low. They didn't used to be when I was 21. Obviously, when you're 21 years old, your T levels are nice, right? I was sitting up 950. I got them tested again last month, and they were 350. So 350 is not very good. That's about, for reference, that's like a 55-year-old man's T levels, and I'm only 28, so not great. A lot of that's contributed to, I spent the last 5 years high stress career, sales and building a business, and then tech right before I left my 9 to 5, working long hours, little sleep. I got pretty fat at one point. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of things, but yeah, I did everything natural, like sleep and diet and all that to try and fix it. But for some reason, I've not recovered, and I have a feeling my balls are broken. Some things going wrong down there. But anyway, yeah, but a TRT, and we're getting there, man. I mean, the shoulder development's looking kind of nice. Shoulders, let me see. I don't want to show my dick, dude. Yeah, the shoulder and chest development is going crazy. That's 1 month on TRT right now, right? And all I can say is, man, I wish I started sooner, dude. Wish I started sooner. And it's funny, I get a lot of messages when I said I was starting TRT, and It was like, it's like messages, well-intentioned messages from young guys. They're like 21 years old. Like, bro, you don't want to do that. You know, deep down it's wrong to inject yourself. You know, you want to do the natural things like eat this, drink this, sleep. And while I appreciate it, the people giving the advice are also 21. Easy to have high T naturally when you're that age. Yeah, it's been a journey for me, but yeah, the natural stuff, long story short, didn't get me very far. So I don't mind injecting myself twice a week, man. It's not a huge deal. And man, it feels good. Feels good. At least you still have your hair. Yeah, I had a hair transplant a year and a bit ago, so lucky in that sense. What made me get them checked at 21? I just wanted to see. At 21, I was trying to be like an amateur bodybuilder, and so I wanted to see what my natural levels were. And yeah, it was just curiosity, really, and they were pretty good. That's the other thing. I used to put on muscle so easy when I was young, so easy. But yeah. Obviously, when you get closer to 30, it drops pretty significantly. Show your head before the transplant. Yeah. I mean, you can see it on my channel as well, but yeah. Have we got tagged in yet? Still no tag. Probably another 25 minutes till we see any sort of movement. I'm going to keep that limit order right there. Previous week value low. I like that spot for a little scalp, little 100 points, 100 tick scalp. I won't try and chase price down or anything, but I like where it is. Where did I go for hair transplant? Just New Zealand, man. You know, people say they go to Turkey or go to Egypt or whatever. In my opinion, man, like I don't mind paying an extra $6,000 or so to get it done in my own country, so that if there's, you know, if there's anything that goes wrong or whatever, the doctor's right there. You know, it's in my own country. And also, when you factor in your flights somewhere from like going from New Zealand to Turkey or New Zealand to Egypt, or wherever you get them done, is when you factor in the flights, it's like the same price. I paid $14,000 for mine, and the one in Turkey, I believe, was about $4,000. But then, you know, you got to pay to fly over, pay for accommodation, all that stuff. So peptides, I know peptides interesting. Yeah, peptides for me, at least with TRT, it's long. You know, it's been used for a long time, and it's got good data behind it. But peptides they're definitely tempting, man. Peptides, I mean, that Retta and all that for getting shredded is pretty cool, but I will not mess with anything experimental for now. Maybe give it some time. Were you completely bald? No, I wasn't completely bald. Just had I'm trying to find a photo. It wasn't that bad. It was just getting really thin, and I had basically no hair on the crown of my head, and major receding. While we're waiting, here's the photo from right after the hair transplant. Look how funny that looks. Your head swells up. My face ballooned up. I kind of look like Dave Teaches FX here. How did you backtest volume profile when you started? I didn't backtest. I basically just forward tested everything. I don't like to backtest too much. Backtesting for me, at least for me, it's too biased, right? And I did have a look. Like I did have it when I first got into it. I looked at the previous value levels and just to see, roughly, okay, are they reacting? Is there some weight to these levels? And yeah, as soon as I saw there was, over the last couple of weeks, there was good reaction to the value levels. I went in forward tested on I didn't use demo. I used a small prop firm account and tested it, and it worked immediately. So yeah, man, the last 2 years have been like forward testing, if that makes sense. Louis Silva, what's up, man? Okay, cool. Maybe we're coming back to the entry now. Let's see. Okay, no, back down. Never mind. Trying to find the old pic of pre-transplant hairline. Dang, it honestly wasn't that bad, but I was just preempting it. I knew I was gonna. All my uncles and grandparents and stuff are basically bald, so it's funny now though, because now a year and a bit later, I don't really care if I go bald or whatever. But hey, man, at least the transplant was done. So if it's something you get insecure about, it's so worth it. Always worth it. Cosmetic procedures are always worth it if you're insecure. I mean, if you can change something about the way you look and it makes you feel better, life is just better, man. Marks, where did I go? I went to a place called Grow Clinic, GRO Clinic in Newmarket in New Zealand. Your thumbnail shows your face flushed at Hashimoto's. No, it's rosacea. People fly because they don't got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. ESP playbook. You're right about that, man. ES playbook. You're right about that. Thank you, Louis. I heard that a long bad headache comes with doing transplants. Yes. Yes, it is pretty. That first day after the transplant's kind of rough. It's not nothing crazy, but it's not nice. Do I take finasteride? I did for a few months, but it made my dick stop working, man. So I stopped taking it. So yeah, even after a transplant, it's probably still going to thin out. Like the non-transplant it is, it continues to fall out unless you take the medication. But unfortunately, the medication gave me limp dick, and I'd rather be bold than have limp dick. Can alpha decay affect the reactionary aspect of previous value areas to use as limit orders? Profitable is a good question, man. I really don't know the answer to that. In my opinion, I think it's still too niche, and I don't think this style of trading will catch on as a mainstream thing, unless you have someone like an ICT with millions of followers start using it. But thank goodness that it stays pretty niche like this. I don't think so, because it's the same, no matter what happens, the same principle. It's the beautiful thing about it is not a technical type analysis necessarily, right? It's based on transactions and volume. And no matter how transactions and volume changes, we'll always be able to see, as long as it's still a centralized exchange, we'll always be able to see where the value high, where the value low, where the fair value point is. And no matter how the price action changes in between that. So, and it's like the volume profile and the value levels are just a representation of the auction, and that's how the market really moves, right? Value highs are expensive, value lows are cheap. Point of control is fair value. So we're trading kind of like, you know what I mean? Like by trading based on first principles, you know what I mean? Versus trading on something that's an abstract technical concept that can be arbitraged out. So that's my opinion. I don't think it's something that will be decayed in that sense. And also second to that, I don't think it'll catch on mainstream like other things like ICT and candlestick reading has, because it is just a bit harder initially for a newbie to grasp. New traders like to, they'll come in, they'll gravitate towards, as we all do, including myself, gravitate towards candlestick chart patterns and all these, because it visually makes more sense and it's easier to grasp than understanding auction market theory and volume and level 2 data and all this stuff. So there's a bit of a more barrier to entry for the average person. So I think it stays pretty small for that reason. And I don't think my channel will have enough influence at any point to push volume profile on a large scale, because I plan to leave the YouTube trading thing at some point in the near future. And I haven't seen it. What other traders on YouTube are using this? Maybe Trader Dale, but again, the channels stay relatively small because of that barrier to entry, I think. Gold is ripping. Do you not trade gold anymore? Yeah, the reason there's no gold today is just because it's away from all the confluences. So gold's having a good pump, right? But I got no trade set up there unless I'm trading off the developing profile. There's no. Let me put it in. There's no setup there for me yet. I mean, you could trade off the high volume nodes, but yeah, that would just be a case of hitting buy and holding, which I'm not looking to do today. Same with oil. Oil's so far away from its levels. So yeah, really just the indexes today. Reiko, good morning, sir. Deja Brew, nice. Yep. There's a couple of them, but they're all pretty small. ICT concepts just sound cool, yeah. Yeah, I think this stays. I think volume profile stays a niche trading approach. I don't think it goes mainstream anytime soon. Koa, morning, mate. What's the thoughts on trading FX with volume profile? And would you switch over to futures? Yes. Koa, so yeah, I mean, the problem with trading FX with volume profile is that there's no centralized exchange, so you don't get accurate volume data. That being said, I still also trade FX with volume profile, but I do the analysis on the futures product and then execute on the FX chart for my swing trades. So there is that approach, but overall, man, it's just simpler to switch to futures. If you're day trading, purely day trading, using volume profile, just switch over. It's a lot easier. Casper released a volume trading video using Atis. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, even Casper, like, he's a big influencer, but he doesn't have that same cult appeal that ICT has. I think ICT, say what we want about his trading, but ICT is a fantastic marketer, built a fantastic personal brand, and has a major grip on retail trading culture. I think that will definitely change, right? He's hurt his own credibility many times in the last few years. That'll definitely change, but it'll be a while until someone else comes up with that level of following and influence. TJR, surprisingly, he's kind of had that big rise to fame and influence. A lot of young guys that come up to me and we talk about trading have started with TJR, and that's kind of a bit of a shift for the new young guys, but same thing. It's just ICT stuff. Mr. Juan, good evening, sir. I use VP with bear flags and bull flags, and it works very good. Yes. Yeah, Bobby Boucher. Mark it on the 1 minute and using the minis, correct? That's if you're trading minis. If you're trading micros, mark them on the 1 minute on the micro. How long have I been trading? This will be 8 years. Yeah, waiting for Japan Open, 13 minutes, and then Tokyo Open, and then I got that limit order sitting there. I still like where that is. If we pop up to that point and to get a little quick fade off that level, I'll be pretty happy with that. Otherwise, if we do drop down, if the market starts to drop on the Tokyo Open, I'll be looking at the ES for a trade. I haven't set the limit order yet, but yeah, I'll look to get in down around here where I've marked the green sort of zone. It's in between weekly value low, previous day value high. So discount of last week and premium of yesterday. Retesting premium. NASDAQ, again, as you see on the chart, same plan. If it pops up to value low, small C rank trade, low risk. If I can catch a little reaction off the weekly value low, just like we had on the 6 p.m. open, then I'll be pretty happy with that. Roth Flow, can we see some prop firm results / performance stats? Yes, sir. Have a look through my channel. I post, I've got some videos there making full-time income with a single 50K account. I got payout videos. I'm putting a video out at the end of next month sharing TradeZella. I've partnered with TradeZella for trading journaling. And I said to them, let me use your platform for a month and record everything, record all my trading results, and then I'll share that with my audience. So you'll see that at the end of next month. Good or bad month, I'll share it regardless, and you'll be able to see some stats. Contract rollover, yep. What reason would the NQ come up to that level and you wouldn't want to get short? Epic Game, I mean, it's only a C rank trade, right? So I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want to take it per se. Even if the market is going to blast up and through that level, sometimes, a lot of the time, you still just get a nice little reaction from the level anyway. So I don't mind taking it. Again, just keeping low risk because it's only a single confluence trade. It's not a high probability or high conviction trade. Just looking for a little scalp from a level. So uh, yeah, in this particular case, no reason why I would avoid this today. I'm happy to take that small risk, get in. Maybe one reason why I might not take it, say if we had something like, hypothetically, if we had, um, if we had, say, already come above this point, we drop all the way down, we reject from value lows of a developing profile, no volume down here, and we pop back up and break through a point of control and come up, and then we start to build volume right underneath this level, building that pressure right underneath that level, then I might cancel the order or get out at break even. Because when you see that pressure building by a high volume node, right by a level, say a support or resistance level, when you see that pressure building, normally it's a sign I look for breakout. So if the market's in this case coming up from underneath, high volume node builds right underneath the level, that's when I'm looking to see a breakout happen. That's normally what happens pre-breakout. So in that case, I'd probably want to cancel the order. But if it comes up, right, and taps the level and just immediately reacts, then that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, you'll see in this case, if I get triggered into this order on the Tokyo Open, we'll do exactly that. We'll watch the developing profile if it bloody works. Because look how funky. This thing's not really working today. It's all glitched out. But hopefully, we'll be able to see it as we get up to that level. If that volume starts to build up there and we put in a high volume node, I will try and get out at break even and play a breakaway trade instead. So that's what I'm looking for breakouts. Yes, Matt, I agree. The ES zone looks a lot better. If you want a high probability setup or higher probability setup, that's a really nice zone. You got a weekly level plus a daily level after a breakout to the upside. So that's pretty good. Pretty good setup right there. So we'll have that marked just in case. But yeah, if the market drops down off the open, I'll look at that. And I'll probably try and enter around there, but go for like a 10-point stop. Yeah, 10 points. The best business to get into after trading, I heard trading is only good up to a certain level. Yeah, woozy trades. I mean, for me, I plan to go into. I sort of started in that space before trading, but uh, in the next couple of years, probably once I turn 30, I will go into e-commerce. E-commerce. I want to build a business to sell, build a brand to sell. It's been one of my goals for a long time. I like trading. I'll always trade still, but for me, I always say to people, trading for me is like playing pro poker. I enjoy the game of trading, and it is like a game to me at this point. It's like playing poker. So end of the day, or if I've got some time in the day, I'll come sit at the charts. If I can make some money, a little spending money, I will. But it's not creatively fulfilling. So yeah, for me, there's no best business after trading, but I want to personally. I want to build a brand or a business that I can build and then sell, something with capital value. And with trading, obviously you can't do that. Being an influencer, you can't sell your influencer brand really. You can build products and then use your following to help launch your brands if you have a good product. But I don't think my products will be adjacent to trading. So yeah, but that's my plan after 30. Want to do some hold'em? I would love to do some hold'em. I love Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I do love gambling. I can't get consistent. I can 1,500 one day and give it all back. I think I offer trade. Need to start taking less trades. Yes, overtrade. Yes, yeah, Matt. 100%, man. Keep it real small. I mean, my rule of thumb is I go for one win or two losses, and that's it. And my motivation for that is because I don't want to sit at the computer all day. So if I can get one trade or be set free by two losses, and it's good news for me. Man, what a quiet pre-Tokyo Open here. Very quiet. 5 minutes to Tokyo Open. Hopefully we get some injection of volume here and get a little trade off for today. Nice tap. Barber right now working towards full-time trader. Nice. TJR made more money off t-shirts than trading. Louis, where am I living? I'm living in Queensland, Australia, my friend. Run a little poll in the chat today while we wait. Pretty quiet session today. Have you taken a trade yet? Good evening. Oh, Montclair, New Jersey. Good evening, my friend. New Jersey. Casper SMC uses the anchored volume profile on the 5-day, then uses developing session. Yep. Nice. I wonder if Casper SMC has watched the Kami Capital video. I'm making more from my trading app versus trading. Hey, Dean. Nice, man. What's your trading app, Dean? Share it in the chat. I mean, this is the truth, guys, and this is why influencers do make a lot of money is so trading is a good money making skill, right? If you get it good and you get good at managing risk and you become profitable, it's obviously a good money making skill. You can scale up a lot, and there's basically no realistic ceiling for most people, right? If you're a good trader. The thing with trading is at the end of the day, just like working a job, you earn from trading by putting in time, right? You sit down at the computer, you have to actively be at your chart and actively find opportunities and engage those opportunities to make money, which is nothing wrong with that. But you're, in a sense, still trading your time for money. But the good thing is it's not a fixed amount of money, right? Like a job. So you could trade 5 minutes for $1,000, 5 minutes for $10,000, or 5 minutes for negative $10,000. So it's not linear like a job, but you're still trading time for money. Whereas when you have some sort of business, and whether you're a trading influencer you with affiliate codes or courses, or like a guy in the chat here said about his trading app makes more money than trading, or whatever business you have, if you have a business that you make a product once, whether it's software, courses, affiliates, physical products, even you make a product once, that can sell whether you're awake, asleep, working, not working. And that compounds really quick, especially when you have an audience, or especially when you're running ads or whatever it is. That compounds really, really quick, and it's not hard for that to overtake your trading income. Um, and that's why trading influencers do the influencer business, including myself, because it is a good business at the same time. And if you're a money-minded person, um, why wouldn't you? So yeah, the problem comes like when you have influencers saying, "I'm a multimillionaire from trading alone," when that's most of the time not the case. Hey, the profile looks normalish now. Most of the time, that's not the case, right? And then they sell a dream to new traders saying, I got this Koenig Sig from trading. You get my course, you'll get the same thing. You'll be able to do the same thing. That's where the problems come. But yeah, the Warren Buffett quote is, if you want to, you have to find a way to make money in your sleep. Otherwise, you'll be working till the day you die. And that's true for trading. It's true for everything, right? Trading journal app that helps you tilt less. Nice, Dean. Thoughts on trades by Sai? I like trades by Sai's. I like him as a person. I don't know about his trading or legitimacy. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I do. The natural skeptic doubts it because it's such large numbers. But you never know, dude. I do know he has partnership with the CFD brokers, and they pay a lot of money. But yeah, I don't know. He doesn't sell anything, so. Ecom sucks. All internet businesses are harder than trading. I don't know about that, Algo. They're definitely hard. Everything good is hard, but the building capital value in an ecom business, especially here in Australia, I mean, it's huge. The guy, one of my neighbors, he sold his business for 600 mil in ecom business, and he has a massive yacht parked in the canal outside, and he's fairly young too. He's in his mid 30s. Obviously, exceptions to the rule, but it's anything good is hard. Just yeah, like if it was easy, everyone would do it. Sleep streamers took that literally. Yeah. Is it true you're Casper's mentor and he took your volume profile course? Very true. Allegations are true. Been trading since 2023, so relatively new, but it feels like forever. Became profitable in options in 2021. Became profitable in futures in 2023. Nice. Man, Chris, I've always wanted to learn options, man. I just couldn't wrap my head around them, but that's always been interesting to me. Okay, we got Tokyo Open. Let's go. Okay, we're moving down a bit here. Let's see. I'm going to watch the ES because if we move down, obviously I got those levels down here. I want to watch the trade. Let's see where we go from here. Tokyo is open. We're moving down. Yeah, so if we move down, watching this level down here. All right, watching down here. Keeping the limit order on the NASDAQ just in case we pop up. ES, I'll kind of play this one by ear. If we pop down, I want to see, sometimes off the open, you might get quite a violent move, might just wick down. So I want to get as good an entry as possible down here if we do pop down. Excuse me. Jai, I'm in Gold Coast. Not much movement off the open here. Pretty quiet. Where's all my chart markings going, man? Man, TradingView is glitchy today. What the heck? There we are. VP is so fried right now. Yeah. I'm scared of Australia because I don't want to get the COVID shot. Yeah, man. They also kind of forced it in New Zealand as well. How reliable are overnight profile levels for New York? Are they levels I should prioritize over previous day? I wouldn't prioritize them, Bobby, but they are very good. There's a good confluence in the New York Open. As you get into the next day, I mean, look at this. We're in the next overnight session now. So there's the overnight point of control we're at right now. So you might find a little bit of stoppage right there. But yeah, after New York Open especially, very, very, very potent levels. I mean, look at value low of the overnight session. A bit noisy, but as it came up, overnight point of control almost was a perfect high of the day in the New York session. Bang, bang, right there. Boom. Back down. So yeah, really important to watch for New York. Look at that though. Overnight point of control. Reaction right off the overnight point of control right now. Mr. Brad, good morning, sir. Ditch the Fabio style method I have been experimenting with last night. Mr. Cameron almost immediately ended my losing streak, like you said, and I made simple works. I'm glad, Mr. Brad. Yeah, simple works. Fabio is an absolute savant. He's a scientist. He built that strategy for himself, and it works really well for him. But yeah, most cases, simple works really well for most of us. Which session do I find more profitable? Honestly, the Asian session, Kato. The Asian session for me has almost always been my bread and butter session because of I like how slow it moves. It moves nice and slow, so I can size in with large size on relatively small moves. And then if those moves catch any, momentum, I can really maximize pretty big trades. As opposed to a New York session where it's moving very quickly and very violently. And for me, for my personality, that doesn't work so well. I'm a bit slow to react on in the New York session, so I miss a lot of opportunities or get spooked out of a lot of good trade setups. Yes, Bobby, all VP levels. I have used absorption on the book map in the past. But it's not something I use all the time. Like if I'm trading off my laptop, I'm trading on my laptop right now. Most days I just trade off my laptop and my phone. I will obviously not use bookmap or absorption or anything. Can be a good extra confluence, but yeah, for the most part, man, it's all, not even for the most part, it is all just volume profile. I use developing profile, yesterday's profile, last week's profile, and the overnight profile, and I'll just use those to kind of find good zones and good levels to trade from. And if they overlap or line up, then that's an even better trade. Or if it's just a single level and I got a sort of idea where price is going, then I'll just get in on a single level trade. So like this one, for example, previous week value low, it's just a single level, but I'm okay playing this channel. If we push up towards that, I'm okay playing this sort of range we got across here. ES Playbook with a single 50K account. I put a video on my channel. I think I've done 2 videos with full-time income from a 50K account. But anywhere from a couple grand to 7 grand, I think was the highest I did from one single 50K account in a month. It's not the same every month, sometimes some months accounts get blown. Some months accounts get blown and reset, and some months, it's yeah, it all depends. It's the beauty of trading, eh? Every month's a little bit different. Anthony, thanks, man. Do I only trade during Asia? I trade Asia and London, but only stream during Asia. Are the moves more predictable in Asia? Yeah, I mean, Kato, I feel like the moves, for this is basically what I've seen over the last 8 years, Asia is a very technical session, right? We're technical in the sense where everything, technical lines or volume profile, value areas, even if you are just a candlestick trader, Asia reacts really well from technicals, only technicals. Whereas in New York, you might find these things get blown past a bit more than in Asia. So Asia is a good session if you're someone who likes to trade level to level, technical analysis level to other technical, whatever it is, anything like that that's based on a technical chart point. Asia is really good for that. New York tends to disrespect things a lot more than Asia, just because of how much volume's behind the moves in New York and how many big players are playing at that time. Have I heard of Drysdale? I've not heard of Drysdale. Why only one mini? It's a C rank trade, meaning small, little to no confluence. It's just a single level I'm trading from. And I'm also rebuilding this. This is my Lucid account that I took the losses on last week. So I'm rebuilding the account. I'm taking base hits to get back to where we were, and then I'll take some bigger trades. Yeah, the stream, basically on stream here, I'm only using my Lucid accounts on stream, but I have Apex and Take Profit Trader for the rest of the day, as well as my own accounts, which I don't trade so much these days, just more swing trading on that one. Is TPT still the go? Yes, I still like TPT as, if for scaling and building daily payouts and building large live accounts, TPT's live program is really, really good. I'm not in Lucid's live program yet. I'm still yet to get there. I've only just started using Lucid about a month and a half ago. So I'll have to find out for myself on that one. But Take Profit Trader's live program is really good. New York turns NASDAQ into NASDAQistan. Yeah. Nice lethality. Volume profile mixed with ICT. Nice. What's up, Matava? Matava, what's up, man? Took the core VP class. Should have joined the VIP group. Mata, I'm about to add a bunch of new videos to the core program. So, not yet. I'm about to add a bunch of more trade breakdowns and practical applications into the course. So, it should be about. It's roughly, I think it's almost 3 hours worth of extra stuff. So. Okay, we're coming up to the previous week value low. Let's see if the green streak can continue. Just looking for a little reaction of previous week value low. If I can get a reaction and to the downside, good. If it breaks through, I'll look for maybe a continuation. Let's see how the profile looks when it comes up. Make sure my stop loss is in. Man, clean reaction from that overnight point of control. The overnight point of control holding up the market all the way through. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Earlier in the stream, I did say I don't always like to use it on the next overnight session because it's too much noise. But wow, very, very nice support. Let's see. That's so it's a 20. If it does tag me in, I've got a 25-point stop, 25-point take profit. It's just arbitrary. I'm looking at 100 ticks. That's what I do for my base hits on Nasdaq. One contract, 100 ticks, $500. Pretty small trade. Let's see. Yeah, tagged in right now, and just want a quick reaction if it comes back down. Buy limit at 500 ticks. Stop loss also at 500 ticks. And then watching the profile as well. The profile's been a little bit funky. It's not really developing. Something's wrong with TradingView today. So yeah, I can't really see the volume developing on the profile. But generally, if I see a lot of volume building right next to the level I'm trying to fade, then I'll want to exit. But I can't quite see that yet. So, fingers crossed it's working properly. It's sort of doing something. Look at the profile. But it's all glitchy today. Normally doesn't look this bad. You can see there's like a big spike on the profile across here. Big spike. But you can't clearly see the clusters developing on here. It's all glitchy. Currently watching on the back of a grab bike on the way to serve. I'm a loyal fan. Yes, Mr. Brad. Just bring the phone in front and show the driver as well. Is there a reason you prefer limit orders over market? Yeah, I prefer limit orders because I can get filled at the price I want. Market orders, you're always going to pay the spread, or pay some sort of slippage. I prefer a limit order just so I can get in at the price I want and pay no spread. So 99% of the time I'll use a limit order versus a market order. I'll only market order if price is moving and I need to get in and I've missed my limit order, but I'm still wanting to get in the trade, then I will hit a market. Little reaction from that value low right now. It's popped back down to the developing value high. Just need a little extra push to get through to my target here. It's an arbitrary target, right? Only 500 ticks, 100 ticks, sorry. So let's see if we can run through. Looks all right. Right on developing value high. Just need a little bit more push. A little 2-point tease, 2.9-point tease. The profile is kind of working. Look how it's like it's spiked out on both sides. It's not really showing what it normally would. It's very glitched. It's surely not just my TradingView platform today. This only other time this happened was on gold, when we had that crazy volatility spike on gold. Take profit hit, nice trade. We had that crazy volatility spike on gold, and the volume profile just whacked out. So yeah, nice trade, by the way. It's a quick one-to-one. One-to-ones pay the bills, boys and girls. Like I said, after last week's red streak trying to hold bigger trades, to build back morale after taking a few losses in a row, one-to-ones, I can always count on one-to-ones. Nice quick hits. That was purely a C-rank trade, so single confluence. Previous week, value area low. Normally these areas are good support and resistance levels. So, we broke back to the underside after this was a news driven spike, right? So news doesn't care about your technical level. So blasted through everything. But once that news died out and we get into the next session, overnight session, that channel really providing good bounces up, down, up, down. So same thing. It's just shorting the value low from the underside back down. Target. Normally, if I want to go for something more positional, I'll target the developing point of control. That's normally the better optimal target, you want to say. But I'm going for base hits, just going one-to-one. So that's 100 ticks. 100 ticks, one contract, building this account back up. And yeah, there we go. Nice, easy win. Nice, easy win. Cool, man. Time to call it there. Like I said, one win on one trade. Ended there, man. I don't like to sit around too much longer. It's been almost an hour and a half. My day's just starting. Look, man, look at this beautiful day in Australia right now. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, it's sunny outside. You see that pool? I'm gonna go jump in that pool over there, and maybe sit out there on that thing out there and get a little tan. Right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back again tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video if you enjoyed that trade, you enjoyed hanging out, you enjoy the chats, you learned something. Like the video, share it with your friends. Tell them to come watch a Cami Capital stream tomorrow. Same time tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. If you want to get funded with Lucid, Apex, or Take Profit Trader, the code is CAMCAP. Those are all the prop firms I'm currently using. All right, code is CAMCAP. And for Lucid, that'll get you 50% off your first two accounts with them, and then 35% thereafter. Take Profit Trader, 40%, Apex, 85%. If you want to pick up the volume profile course, if you're interested, I have a cheap course, cheap in price, not cheap in value. Just link that in the chat as well. And lastly, if you want to subscribe to the free daily email where I send out the volume profile levels on NASDAQ and also any industry updates, any prop firm sales, or any content updates from me, that link is in the chat here as well, spoozy.substack.com. That goes out every day after the New York session, and that is for the following day. So you'll get those levels well before they're needed. All right, guys, I'll see you same time tomorrow. Like the stream. Goodbye. Goodbye.